Red. Hello? Woo. Okay, so here we go. How to start a war and organize. Guys, I warned you this was coming. 13 years. Okay, so here's what we do. Sons of the Union. The United Sons. Shoot, you guys. Hey, give you a lot of time to get ready, prepare for this. Warned yous so many times. So, this is what you do. Here's what's going to happen. Tell them about the Civil War. The Civil War. Practice of polygamy. That's exactly what that was. Slavery, polygamy, McDonald's franchises, government intervention, kings, emperors, whatever you want to call them. People exercising dominion and control coming between God's children and God. You guys, that's polygamy. Men wanting more. You know, sometimes women want more and more too. And, well, instead of saying, hey, listen, I appreciate what God gave me, and he gave me a Eve for an Adam, a perfect mate, to have children and to elevate and spend eternity with. Well, you have men that want more and more. Say, hey, listen, I'm blessed, I'm divine. I need to Joseph Smith it. I need to David it. I need to Muslimer it. You guys have all done this. I need to McDonald's it. I need to franchise it. And give it to me. I'll enslave, I'll put people under me. And, hey, come to me. Put me on your pyramid at the top. Let me stand on your shoulders and I'll whisper the secrets on how to, if you sign on dotted line, if you learn my handshake, I'll teach you the secrets of the universe. And maybe I'll be kind enough, like those polygamy towns, to bless you with a wife. Otherwise, hey, I want all the young ones and the pretty ones and the ones who subject themselves. I want all the, able-bodied men's to sign on that line and franchise my McDonald's, my Jack in the Box, my Burger Kings. All that's about. I want to, hey, this is what the North and the South thought about. Let's get back to the Civil War and explain what a blood atonement is going to cost you. Because if you didn't pay attention to history, all history, red, black, brown, yellow, history, east, west, south, north, history, well, you got another thing coming. It's not just the Gentiles or the Jews or the blacks or the whites or the easts or the wests or the Lamanites or the Nephites who God upholds. He upholds the righteous. When the Lamanites are righteous, he upholds the Lamanites. Gentiles. Hey, Mongols, horse people. Yeah. Love that guy. Go Genghis. And shepherds. David, yeah, too. So, anyways, you guys, you dum-dums. So, why was slavery, why was the Civil War practice of polygamy? Well, because if you knew the North, the North said, hey, we're not going to be about that slavery thing. That's kind of what we ran away from and wanted to leave over there in Europe. We'll plant our own farms. So we had, say, a dozen farms, 100 acres each farm. That's kind of a lot. 10 acres, 100 acres. 100 acres each farm, and a family takes care of the 100 acres, and they grow crops, and they share the crops, and each man is a king upon his, own land and castle with his queen and his family, maybe some hired help from time to time, but that's, there you go. That was the North. That was Abraham Lincoln. Bing! Well, that was his father anyways. His father was a farmer, and you even have historians, the elites now, say, ew, Abraham Lincoln did not care about the blacks in the slavery issue. He was just mad that the slavers threatened the living and the life of his father, who was a simple farmer who just had his acreage and had to compete against the southern slavers who said, hey, instead of 13 farmers, let's say 13, 13 farmers having 100 acres each, and raising crops that they can manage themselves. Well, the farmers down south said, hey, I want one, I will be the farmer, I will be the master, and I don't want 100 acres, I want 1,300 acres. I want 1,300 acres, except we don't want, independent, free-thinking farmers that we have to pay, that we have to see as our equals, see as our brothers and sisters. I want slaves. I want slaves. However we can, this guy's been done throughout history forever. Yeah, in everywhere you go, if you take the time to read any history, your peoples, and that's what the Southerners did. They said, "Hey, well, I'll be the top. I'll be the 13, and I'll make slaves of the 12. 12 slaves. Well, sometimes they did black, sometimes they did with the Irish. Hey, we want slaves." And Washington, you did it too. You weren't supposed to, and you knew it. And hey, whatever. Jefferson,